You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing good, and today I'm back again with another video, and this one is sort of like a first impression slash review kind of video where I'm going to be talking about a very hype product which is the talk of the town right now in the makeup industry, and that is none other than Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. And I have one product of Rare Beauty, so I'm just going to give my overall thought on this blush from Rare Beauty, and this is actually their matte one. So we are going to be talking about in depth of how I feel about this one, and you're also going to be watching the second part on this video. You will be watching how I applied this one in my face while I was doing this look, so you will get to see a glimpse of that too, and also you will get to see in what way I feel that the application will be the best for this sort of blush. So yeah, if you want to see more about this, let's keep on watching. So I tried out this blush from their liquid blush range, and they have two categories separated out for this one. One is a dewy one, another one is a matte one. So I definitely went for the matte one, but if I get the chance then I will try out the dewy one too. And they have variety of colors which I think will be suited for fair to medium to darker skin tones. So with that, I think they have done a great job. And the shade that I got from the collection, from the matte collection, is called Love, and this has got like 7.5 mils of product, which is 0.25 fluid ounce. As it is talk of the town, I thought why not try this one out, and after trying this one out, I'm kind of intrigued to try out the highlighters too, because I have tried liquid highlighters and I do use liquid highlighters religiously, so I don't have any problem with using those. But for blushes, I always prefer going in with a powder blush. But for this one, I have to say it works really nicely, but there are definitely some cons and pros. So I think there are a lot of cons. The way Selena actually showcased on how she uses the blush, that is totally okay, I think. But in another sense, when I am doing my foundation routine, I always powder it down. Then again, I don't like touching my face after I do my foundation. Like, I do not put my hands on my face ever before I set it. So to rub the blush in with your hand, I didn't find it honestly good, and that was one thing. And another was, I have watched a few tutorials or like a few reviews of this one where I have seen people actually struggling to blend it out because it's very pigmented, and if you actually apply it on top of the powder, it kind of clumps in as usually. It actually clumps in with the powder, and it just makes it look patchy, which is not a cute look. So that was an issue. And if you don't like going in, and I think rather than going in with a brush with this one, I will prefer going in with a sponge, and I did too. And with the sponge, it applied completely fine, and I think I prefer that method better. So yesterday when I received the product, I actually purchased it from Afshin actually. So when I received the product, I was trying it out just immediately. I was just trying it out in my hand, and my hand has got very large pores, I think. And when I was trying to blend it out, it was sort of like seeping into the pores. And I also tried it out in my complete bare face, and that was the same case for myself, because it kind of seemed like it was seeping into my open pores, and it was getting stuck, like there were beads of this blushes stuck in my pores which were not actually blending. And I don't know if it's the same case with everyone else or not, but that is what I have noticed so far, and I will try to show you guys in front of the camera too, so that you guys can understand what I'm talking about. As you can see, I do have quite large pores in my wrist. So the shade that I have is called Love, and it's a very beautiful corally shade. I was actually confused in between Grace and Love, and I finally went in with Love because it is, I think, much more friendlier for brown tone skin tones. When I actually try to blend it out, you can see it kind of seems like it is seeping into the pores, and that is exactly what I felt too when I was actually trying to apply it in my bare face. It was kind of like seeping into the pores in my cheek area, which was not a cute look, honestly. But overall, you can see the blush is actually very pigmented, and it's I think even now when I have completely tried to blend it out, it seems a little patchy on areas. Like you can see patches right here and here, so there is that. And overall, they actually went with the same packaging, like the doe foot applicator packaging for the concealer, for the foundation, and that is not what something I prefer. I would have preferred a lot more like the foundation if it was in a pump bottle, because that would have you know, made it much more hygienic. Because if you just think it like that, if you apply the doe foot in your face and then again dunk into the product and then again apply it in your face, taking the bacterias and everything from your face to the bottle and then again to your face, so it will, like, you know, contaminate the product, and that is not something I think we should I think this should be considered in this year at least, because in this pandemic that we have learned that it is really important to maintain the hygiene. So when it comes to makeup, I prefer pumps or, you know, stuff which has got like a different kind of dispenser which will help to get the product out. Even if it's like a squeezy tube, it would have been fine too. But as it's a blush, I understand that it's okay. You can apply it in your palette and then apply it with a sponge or like a brush, but with the foundation it's just, I think, not right in my sense. And I did not try out the lip products, and I actually don't feel that much gravitated towards those, because by the feel of what I have seen on the internet, it seemed like they're kind of, you know, similar to the NYX soft matte lip creams, where it's not a liquid lipstick, it's not completely matte, it's like a lip stain, but you will need probably 1 or 2 layers to get the complete buildup of the color intensity. So I don't think I will probably buy any of those, because that just doesn't appeal to me as a makeup consumer. So I am not someone who likes those kind of things, so I wouldn't be trying out those. But if they come out with liquid lipsticks in the future, I will surely want to try out those. And yeah, for the foundation, I think if I can get my hands on that, I will surely try to try it out too. And for the blush, I just want to show you guys how it applied in my face and what I did to apply this one, because I'm not someone who will put on blush with fingertips and blend it out with fingers after I have applied my foundation. So let's see that portion. I'm kind of confused right now about what I want to do, because usually I don't like applying liquid products on top of my powdered base. I usually like to powder my base down, so that is not an option for me. So I will be applying the blush right now before I powder down my face. I have applied my foundation just. And while I was applying my foundation, I used this sponge, which is, you know, very ridged, and there are a lot of edges on this one. I will be trying to apply this one with a sponge, and so I was using the very edgy sponge, but for the blush I have taken an egg-shaped sponge so that I can get a little bit more bounce. I hope I'm making sense. So we will see how this one applies with this sponge right here. It comes in with a standard doe foot applicator. It's kind of like a big applicator, so, and this stuff is really pigmented, so you actually don't need a lot of it, but I have taken quite a bit because it was on the tip of the brush. But to apply this one in my face, I will first spread it out in my hand the texture is really nice. So I'll be just spreading it out in my hand. So I'm just taking the bum of my sponge and saturating it with the color for my cheeks. I think I can make it a little bit more intense too. The blush is actually very intense. It's just that I diluted it in my hand. That's why probably I have an easier grip on the application. But if you just apply the dots, I have seen so many reviews of this one, and people were like going in with dots and they had to just, you know, rub their finger quite a few times in their face to blend it out. And when it's a powdered down base, then it's just, you know, very patchy looking and it didn't look quite good. So I think doing this technique will be a lot more better. And without even the powder application, I can see that this blush is actually mattifying, because this is the matte blush. They also have another range which is their dewy blushes, but the matte blush actually dried down pretty well in my face. And even though I haven't powdered down the rest of my face, but my cheeks actually look matte right now because the blush actually mattified my skin. Overall, I think it's looking really pretty. So we will see how it works after everything is finished and if I need any more blush or not. So I'm in the middle of finishing up my makeup, so I can still see the blush. I have bronze up my face, but I think I can still see the tint of the blush, so I want a little bit more. Usually I would have gone in with a powder blush in this step, but my face is completely powdered down, so as I'm using this one, I just want to experiment with it again, and I just want to build it up a little bit more on top of the powder. So we will see if it works or not. So again, going to dilute it in my hand. So the better option for me, I think, is to saturate it in your sponge and then just pat it down in your face. I think it perfectly worked, and you can actually build it up on top of the powdered base, but not directly from the bottle. I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, so overall, I think you have seen the application, and it really looks nice too. And even before the second application, I still was able to see the blush in my face, even though I powdered down my face, but I wanted a little bit more intensity. That's why I built it up after I applied the powder, and it sits very nicely with the sponge. But with the applicator directly, I don't think it would have been the same case. So if you want, then you can actually try out these methods probably to apply this if you have trouble blending it out with the applicator and with your hands. So overall, I think I would give this one a 8 out of 10. This product is really nice, though I'm not very used to this sort of liquid blush kind of thing, but I think I will give it a chance, and as I have bought it, I will surely use it, and definitely the color is very wearable, and I think it will suit me all the time, because this is what sort of blush color I personally love, and it's also called Love, by the way. Okay, so I think I do have a dupe of this one somewhere in a powder form, and that is, I guess, a blush from Sleek, which was also a very terracotta warm kind of shade, and I'll just see if I can find it for you guys to show you guys the comparison. It's not exactly the same color, but I think it's a very close match. This is a Sleek blush, and these are about what, 6 or 5 pounds, which is very affordable. And this blush shade name is Sahara. This is from Sleek Makeup, and I will try to swatch these both together so that you can see the color similarities. See, this one is Love, and this right here, I think it's looking a little pale in the camera, but this one right here is the shade Sahara, which is a very warm terracotta kind of shade. So you can see they are pretty similar, but they are not the exact color. But I think there are a lot of blushes available in this shade in the drugstore. So if you like this shade or any particular shade, then I think there are a lot of options for you to try out if you think the price point is too high for you to spend on a blush. So yeah, it's not something you definitely need, but if you like liquid blushes, then I think this could be your favorite. And also this product is another thing about this product, this is actually very blendable too. It's very you know, emollient kind of blush where it doesn't actually dry out. You have got that slip in it which actually helps to blend it out. So it's sort of like, you know, a little silicone-y. It has got that silicone kind of feel to it. And I think the first or the second ingredient was actually dimethicone. So it is sort of like a blush which is kind of mixed in. The ingredients are mixed in the silicone. So yeah, let me check. The ingredients are, the first ingredient is isododecane. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I'm not sure. I have checked in Google, but I couldn't actually find the pronunciation of this one. So then the second one is dimethicone. Then there is silica. So you can definitely get from the idea of the first few products that this product is kind of like silicone based. And isododecane, that is also another kind of emollient which is used a lot in makeup products, so that you can, you know, get the very silky blendable texture. So this is the same with this blush, and it's very blendable. I would give it to that, but at times it can turn out patchy too if you're just trying to, you know, spread it with your hands. So I would definitely suggest you to try out a sponge with it, because that way you will actually have control over the amount of product you're applying in your face. Because a lot of time I have seen in so many videos that everyone was just going in with the doe food applicator, and it was like so much blush, that much actually you don't need. So I will definitely highly recommend you guys to try it out with a sponge if you try it out. So yes, this is my first impression about any Rare Beauty product to begin with, and I personally liked it and I will keep on using it. And if I do try out anything else from the brand too, then I will surely do a video for you guys. And let me know in the comment section what products do you want me to try out from Rare Beauty. If you have any if you want to know more about any sort of product, if you have any suggestion which one should I try or not, then let me know in the comment section. And also do comment what is your favorite Selena Gomez song, because I personally love her songs, and I think I grew up with her songs, because 90s kid will actually understand it, because Disney was all about like Hannah Montana, then Wizard of I forgot the name of the show, but yeah, it was it was all about those shows those days. So I kind of grew up with her songs, and I really like her. I have watched so many of her movies, and yeah, she's so cute. If I have to talk about my favorite song from her, then probably When You're Ready, Come and Get It. Then I have so many favorites. Then the hard one, What It Wants. Then the recent ones, Look at Her Now. There are so many. So yeah, let me know what songs you like from Selena Gomez, and let me know what else you want me to try out from Rare Beauty. And this was a very unplanned video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, this look will be uploaded after I upload this review video for you guys. So make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel if you want to see this look. And this is actually inspired by Snow White, so if you guys want to see that, make sure you guys are subscribing to my channel. And also, if you're not following me in my Instagram, then make sure you guys do follow me there, because I'm always active in there. And don't forget to follow me in my Facebook, and also I do have a TikTok, so you can follow me there too. And all the handles are the same. It's Enchanted Beauty by Basma, so you can just search me in any social media platform by Enchanted Beauty by Basma, and you will get me. So I will be catching you guys again in my next video. Till then, you guys take care. Bye bye.
You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it.